over the barrel roll today from the Turtle. It's pretty much the answer to when we talked about initially most people will do an inside shoulder roll. So the barrel roll kind of addresses what happens if they do an outside shoulder roll. The other thing is they could just sit there and do nothing, right? I'll borrow one for this. So if he's in the Turtle, head facing that way. Right, so again, most of the time we're kind of posted up here like this. We have our leg in, and then we're looking to get this seatbelt control. So assuming we have this, the inside shoulder roll readjust, if he tries to go this way, we can post out, right? And then we can do the ankle lever. But what happens a lot of the time is sometimes people will shoulder roll on the outside. The most common thing that happens when people shoulder roll, so people will try to follow you, and they'll kind of like go like this, and you'll end up kind of in like a half guard, or you'll lose the position. Go back for a second. Worst case scenario, if I'm just like this, and he does a big shoulder roll, I'm just gonna go like with him, and I'm gonna lose the position. So you don't wanna be giving that up. The half guard scenario, it's not that bad, but to go from a position where you have access to the back to like the top of the half guard is, you're moving down the hierarchy, so not the best, right? So the barrel roll is a pretty simple concept. It's basically you're trying to follow the back, right? It can be done from this standing up position like this, or more commonly what happens is if he doesn't do the inside shoulder roll, he's just here like this. And if I start sitting in to do the ankle lever, then people will, because my weight's back here, they'll try to shoulder roll this way, right? So basically all you're looking to do is you're looking to take your outside knee here and pin it into here, right? Just like the same mechanic that I'm using, like the wedge mechanic here, I'm looking to wedge on the other side, right? It's hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean when I do it. So if Owen was gonna do a shoulder roll, right? I'm hopping over to meet him, popping this knee through, and then I can set this hook. It's kind of a quicker motion that's hard to see, but you'll be able to see it back on the video. So I know it's hard to go slow, but basically, if I'm here like this, as he goes, I'm kind of like jumping, right? And I want to make sure my knee can kind of purchase in here. There's not always going to be a space available, like if he's really tight, but I just need to get my knee kind of in front of his so that when he does roll, right, this hook can pop through and I can set my other hook. Does that make sense? So you have to commit as soon as he starts moving his weight and lifting his hip up, otherwise you're gonna miss it. Another common mistake, go down for a second, is people will swing their leg over. So you're not looking to get your leg over, because if I get my leg over, this is actually a post, right? So the weight goes, it's gonna stop it, and then nothing's gonna happen. Think about, you want your knee in this way. So you don't wanna stop the turning motion, you just wanna capitalize on it and wedge yourself in, right? So again, we're here. If I was here, it's a little bit harder to do, but not necessarily. Again, jump over. It's kind of exaggerated like this because it's hard to demonstrate slow, but you see what I'm doing, right? He's trying to move away from he's trying to move away from that chest to back connection by going this way, and I have to follow, jumping through, diving my knee in, right? So in most cases, it's gonna happen. It could happen from here, but most of the time it's like, if I start switching and I'm going to lever, then he doesn't want to deny the lever. So worst case scenario is if I'm slow and I don't commit, so I go, I'm kind of like this, and then I get caught in this kind of half guard position. Not the worst, but again, not the best, right? So the main thing I find is just getting the commitment. And basically you're kind of jumping and trying to slide your knee through. If I do it without anybody, you're kind of up like this. So here, basically you're jumping up and you're cutting that knee underneath and then continuing to hold on to your seatbelt.